2025 is shaping up to be the year of true market leaders, stocks with monster earnings, massive demands, and charts that climb like they have had a double espresso. In this video, I'm not just showing you the big move, I'll walk you through Credo, when you could have entered with confidence, and more importantly, when you should have be out, before the party ends. It's not financial advice, it's for educational purposes only. These are not trade recommendations. Let's face it, anyone can look like a genius holding a winner, but the real skill is knowing when to step in and when to step aside. Stick around and I'll show you exactly how I handled it. And it's of course not perfect because I make a lot of mistakes, but I just want to share knowledge. And so the market, you remember, early 2025, this year, was in a downtrend and it tried to go up again here, and then it moved sharply up. That stock reversed from 86, 69 to 29. So it's more than 50%. And many stocks looked like that. They had big, the pattern of market search, this is a market search chart, doesn't pick it up because it's too deep, but many charts had, after this waterfall declines, they had deep losses. So you could see there's a base with it might go up here or showing an early entry, but let's see. It touches the 40-week average line, which is still not very strong, but and you can see it's going up. First time after a few weeks, and it goes up, shows strength, moves. The relative strength line is going up. And we are in May now. It's moving up. Still, difficult to enter. You could nibble here, but it's not really a standard proper entry, because we always want to look for entries with the lowest resistance and the highest probability to move up. It consolidates here a bit. You can see it moves here a bit to the side in a box. And then end of May, it's going even higher from here. And then probably it, after 14% and 6% moving higher in the beginning of June, it got on the radar of many people because it's also now kind of this very deep cup has formed. You can see, and it's above 80 also a round figure. It's moving back here in a handle-like scenario, and on the 12th of June, I bought the first time at 74, which is here. It moved up this kind of handle or downtrend in a more than average volume. But of course I chickened out even on the next day, on the low of that day. However, I didn't give up on the stock, so I sold here some of it, half of it, and repurchased half of it, of course, more expensive, but for me more, I don't care. I don't have an ego sorry, not here, the next day at 76, here. I repurchased it, stayed in until the end of June. You could see it was an easy hold because it was just going up and even higher. And first gain, I lock in usually after 20% in such a market. That's the rule, offensive sell rule. Lock in what you have, not all of it, but partially to clear it, to get to realize the gain. I sold it at 91, and then the 1st of July it retreated a bit. Come on, it went down. Sold here because actually stock didn't do anything. But to me, I was afraid that it goes down until the 21 day line. Didn't do that. However, I went out a bit. But again, repurchased, didn't let this stock go, showed perseverance, and bought back my position at where's this? 97, no, 2nd of July. Okay, that's wrong. And yeah. Okay. Held it through that. Doesn't do anything wrong. On the contrary, it shows really strength. Doesn't pull much further down. Usually it stops at the 10-day moving average line. We are on 10th of July here. Still have my position. Hop, hop, hop. That one, that notification was also for an active sell rule. So I locked in the gain there. Before that, right, pulled back a little bit. I've reduced my position there, and it goes up again. So if you're patient and giving the stock room, you can already take, 74, it would, yeah, you could, because it basically, if you're not a weak holder like me, it shouldn't shake you out, because the big picture is really strong, and it's not really any reason to get shaken out. You can see this a bit over this. It's sloppily, but yeah, it's actually within the spirit of this stock. It's not breaking an upper channel line, maybe here, and then in reverses. I still had a small position there, and I was patiently holding it until I bought more 20th of August, which was here, after it pulled back. Of course, I felt like a genius because I had a small position when it pulled back, and then at the 100, often it's a round figure that is like a magnet, down and up. So it didn't even touch the 10-week average line. It is bullish above average volume. I purchased this position, and on the next day I did a follow-up entry because it still shows that it confirmed basically that bounce off that level, and I sold. Then you can see 3 days afterwards on 28th, sold it at 128. Wow, that's really cool. I'm proud of myself. Well done. And then kept a small position, and on the 4th of September I bought here, but purely because I thought, okay, fear of missing out, it gapped up again, maybe there's another bullish move. It's not a very smart entry because it's clearly extended. However, I did that one and sold partially on the next day, and to then next day on the 8th. On the 8th, I sold here. On the 10th, yeah. So on the 8th, it's here. I sold here. I sold on the 9th, no, on the 10th. This is here. 157 sold here, and then it got an end, which is actually a bullish sign, huge volume indication. However, I thought if it moves up and it closes towards the low of the day, that's for me a kind of weakness. And I saw many stocks already pulling back after such an action. It doesn't mean that it will do that, but I just I wanted to clear the table, and I sold actually the whole position. In total, I made an 80% gain on that. I think the run might not be over. It still has room to go. It's a great company. It has the good funds are increasing the positions, as you could see here. And also overall the mutual funds, they are buying that stock, so it's in high demand. So overall it's positive. I will keep an eye on it. I will keep notifications. So that's how I handle this market leader. I guess it's you can call it a true market leader in 2025. It's up 340% from the pivot. Remember, it's not about nailing every single trade. It's about stacking the odds in your favor with a strong trend, clear entries, and disciplined exits. And if you ever feel tempted to hold forever, just remember, even the best stocks eventually stop going up. The goal is to look smart when you get in, but even smarter when you get out. Thanks for watching, and if you got any value from that breakdown, hit subscribe, like the video, and let's see each other again in the next one.